To be human is to suffer. To live is to suffer. Suffering is universal. Everyone suffers regardless of who they are, where they belong, or their place in society. And often, when you sit with this thought, you realize how interconnected our pain truly is. One person's choice, rooted in their own suffering, ripples out into the lives of others, causing them to suffer in turn. It's an endless loop, a cycle where expectations and desires bind us to disappointment. It's inevitable. As long as we are alive, we suffer through our attachments, our desires, our expectations. And as those things never truly end, neither does suffering. Expectations often lead to disappointment, and disappointment always leads to suffering. But we expect people to treat us a certain way or understand us. We expect life to reward us if we work hard enough. And when it doesn't work the way we desired, we break. But then again, is having expectations really that bad? Is it fair to live without expecting anything at all? If someone gives love, is it wrong for them to hope for love in return? If we care deeply for someone, does the quiet desire for that care to be reciprocated make us selfish? Maybe the issue here isn't expectations themselves, but the way we cling to them as though they are guaranteed. Slavoj Zizek once said that sometimes we cling to pain because it feels safer than confronting the unknown. Pain becomes familiar, even comforting. It's easier to sit with the weight you know than to step into a reality that might shatter you even more. And Dostoevsky, in his writings, takes it further. He ties suffering to consciousness itself. To be conscious is to suffer, because to be conscious means to think, to desire, to attach, and in turn to expect. Thought brings awareness, awareness brings longing, and longing inevitably leads to pain. Dostoevsky didn't romanticize suffering, he dissected it. For him, consciousness wasn't just awareness of the world, but rather a burden of moral and spiritual clarity. The more you see, the more you feel, and once you truly feel, you can't unsee the ugliness, the injustice, the emptiness lurking beneath the comfort. To be fully conscious is to suffer, and yet Dostoevsky believed that suffering wasn't meaningless. It was the raw material of redemption. The pain you feel when you fully awake isn't the end, it's the beginning. Not transformation in spite of suffering, but transformation because of it. And yet, despite this, people don't stop living. Hayao Miyazaki's perspective feels so grounding on this matter. He once said, "Life is suffering. It's hard. The world is cursed. But still, you find reasons to keep living." His films captured this beautifully. Even in a cursed world, people still find small, fleeting reasons to keep moving forward. A glimpse of beauty, a gesture of kindness, a moment of stillness under the stars. These things don't erase suffering, but they remind us that it isn't everything. So maybe suffering isn't something to escape from, but something to live with. Not in the sense of glorifying it, but in the sense of recognizing it as part of human condition. Because if life was only good, only easy, only sunshine and rainbows, would it even feel alive? Suffering shapes us. It builds character. It forces us to confront ourselves. And strangely enough, it often gives depth to the joy we do experience. That's why, in a way, people find comfort in suffering. not because they want to drown in it, but because it reminds them that they are alive. The key here is awareness, to suffer without letting it consume you, to let suffering transform you into a stronger, better version of yourself rather than hollow you out completely. At the end of the day, suffering is inevitable. As long as there are people on this planet with their own minds, their own perspectives, their own desires and attachments, suffering will remain. But it's also the small things, the moments worth living for, the fleeting sparks of meaning that keep us going. Life, then, isn't about eliminating suffering, it's about carrying it with you while still finding reasons to keep walking forward.